Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video of me building my timeline park. Now, recently released a video showing all the stage 1 parks that all the players made for this contest. They had some beautiful entries, and this park was of course also there. And there I read out the story for this stage as well. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend watching it, as you will get the full story behind this colony, behind its commander. And yeah, the other parks, of course, are also really nice that were made for the timeline park contest by all the other players. Anyway, we have moved on to stage 2. So basically, it's just chapter 2 of 11 in this timeline park. And what I want to do in the second stage is basically just expanding the park. There won't be any big twists in the story yet. I just want to make the park a little bit bigger, and I also want to add a new coaster to this park. There will be a small coaster, probably a junior coaster or something similar. Just something small to start the park off with. Now, the first thing I will do in this episode is expand the park a bit in all directions. Most of the land here is black tiled. I still have a lot of space around it, and I'll probably add around 5 tiles in every direction. I'll plant the forest outwards on these tiles, and after that I will clear out a bit more land around the park, basically to give it a little bit more space to build new stuff on. Anyway, that's what I'm going to begin with. So first let's do some landscaping. Alright, I've now simply expanded the landscape in all directions. I've also expanded this water body a bit. Again, I kept the coastline as I did it over here. So on Earth, this jagged water line would not make much sense, but of course this park is not on Earth. So you never know what kind of process has actually formed the coastline here. Anyway, with the land expanded here, it's also time to expand the forest outwards, and probably while when I'm done expanding, I will also move the park outwards a bit. So a lot of this existing foliage will be gone. More new foliage will be on the outside. Okay, something which you shouldn't forget with these recolorable trees is that they don't automatically rotate. So if you place a lot of them and you don't rotate them every now and then, the human brain is really good at recognizing patterns. So it will definitely stick out if you place too many of them in the same orientation. Alright, the forest area around the park is now completed. So as you can see, the original forest is now mostly gone, replaced with these burnt dead trees. And I expanded the map further outwards, and now we have the new forest on the expanded map. So what still left to do here is that I want to have some fences, some new fences around the park to replace the old ones which I removed. And I also want to have some new smoke added again. In the previous stage we also had smoke around this area, which looked like it was just cleared out. And I also wanted to add some extra wildlife to the park again. In the previous stage we had some alien creatures here lurking in the woods. And in this stage I wanted to have a few more of them. Or maybe also a different variety. Basically, since the colonizers here are clearing out more and more land, they're getting in more and more into conflict with the wildlife until in one of the next stages, let's say something happens. But yeah, I don't want to really spoil that yet. Anyway, time to expand the fence and to create some smoke outside the park. Alright, that's all the smoke added, and I also added 6 alien creatures throughout the map. Now, in the previous stage, we only had a few of these creatures just silently creeping out, silently creeping forward like this one here. But now I also added 2 of these creatures, which actually get launched into a corkscrew. So they're moving a bit more violently, and that might be foreshadowing for the next stage. Yeah, I think this is enough landscaping done. So we have some extra space now to work with. There'll be something that I'm going to fill up in the next episode. Now, what I am going to do in this episode is remove some of these containers. And in the next video, I want to work with this space and build something over here. Alright, I'm going to continue working on this park later in the week, and for now I will leave it at this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching my build, and I'll see you again in the next video. See you later.